A federal lawsuit can now move forward against two Little Rock police officers who took part in an officer-involved shooting nearly 5 years ago. That ruling coming from the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals today. Good evening. I'm Kevin Kelly. 67-year-old Eugene Ellison was shot and killed inside his apartment on December 9th, 2010. Officer Donna Lesher and Detective Tabitha McCrillis were working off-duty security at the Big Country Chateau when they noticed his open door. A confrontation ensued, ending with Lesher shooting and killing Ellison. His sons filed a federal lawsuit alleging constitutional violations. Prosecutors ruled the shooting justified, and the police department did not discipline either officer. Fox 16's Marcy Manley live outside the federal courthouse with more on what the court's ruling means for the victim's family and the two officers. Marcy.
Well, Kevin, the decision today laid out that Donna Lesher will face trial on account of excessive use of force, and both officers will stand trial here in Little Rock at federal court on account of violation of the Fourth Amendment because they went into Ellison's apartment without a warrant or consent to search. Now, today's decision came nearly 7 months, or roughly 7 months, after the city appealed federal judge Brian Miller's decision to deny the city's request for summary judgment. The lower court ruled it was clearly established officers could not enter a home without a warrant or consent. While exceptions exist, a resident being mouthy, as one officer described Ellison, was not an exception. On the question of use of force, the court ruled McCrillis did qualify for immunity because she did not shoot and her non-lethal use of force caused minor injuries. Conflicting testimony by officers and questions of whether Ellison was actually swinging a cane led the court to rule Lesher could face trial on the issue of lethal force.
I think this case is going to resonate very strongly with jurors because it truly begs the question, where are you safe? Where can you retreat? Where can you relax and be yourself without fear of intrusion from the state or overzealous, poorly trained police officers?
Now, we did reach out to the Little Rock City attorney for a comment on today's decision, and we have not received a reply from him as of yet. According to Mike Lowe, the Ellison family attorney, they have received notice that the federal court here in Little Rock has scheduled a trial date for November 2nd of 2015. Live in Little Rock, I'm Marcy Manley for Fox 16 News.
Hey, Marcy, I just want to be clear. This is not a criminal trial. The officers have been cleared in the criminal investigation, correct?
That's right, Kevin. This is solely based on a civil lawsuit at the federal level alleging constitutional violations. But the Ellisons feel like it's important because they think that the decision from this lawsuit could impact how officers interact with members of the community, particularly members of the minority community in Little Rock now and in the future.
Yeah, that's a good point. Marcy Manley.